I didn't raise my voice, but they never forgot what happened. I was driving home from work when my grandpa called me. The moment I answered, I knew something was wrong. My grandpa is 78 years old. He's one of those old school guys who never complains about anything. This is a man who once drove himself to the emergency room with a broken wrist because he didn't want to bother anybody. So hearing his voice shake caught me completely off guard. He had gone to a popular sporting goods store because he wanted to buy a new fishing rod. Fishing is his favorite hobby. Ever since my grandma passed away, it's been one of the few things that still makes him genuinely happy. He told me he walked into the store and found a group of young employees standing near the front talking and laughing. He waited for help and waited and waited. Eventually, he approached one of them and politely asked if someone could help him choose a fishing rod. The employee looked him up and down. Then he smirked. "You actually fish?" The group laughed. Grandpa thought maybe he was joking, so he smiled and said yes. The employee grabbed the most expensive rod in the store and handed it to him. "Here, this one's probably simple enough." More laughter. My grandpa ignored it and asked a few questions. The kid kept interrupting him. At one point, another employee pulled out his phone and started recording. "Ask him what a live stream is," one of them joked. The others burst out laughing. My grandpa said he suddenly felt like he was back in high school getting bullied. Except now he was almost 80 years old. He quietly put the fishing rod down and walked out. When he called me, he wasn't angry. He was embarrassed. And honestly, that made me furious. This was a man who had spent decades working construction, raising a family, helping neighbors, and coaching little league teams. And some kids thought it was funny to treat him like he was invisible. So I came up with an idea. See, my grandpa wasn't just some random old man. For over 30 years, he had run the biggest youth fishing club in our county. Hundreds of kids had learned to fish because of him. Many of them were adults now. I made a few phone calls. A lot more people answered than I expected. The following Saturday, nearly 40 people showed up at the community lake. Former club members, parents, families. Some even drove over an hour to be there. We took photos, shared stories, talked about everything Grandpa had done for the community over the years. Then I posted the pictures online. Within 2 days, thousands of people had seen them. That's when things got interesting. One of the photos happened to show matching hats from Grandpa's fishing club. The sporting goods store's regional manager saw the post. Apparently, he recognized the club. The company had sponsored some of their events years earlier. A few days later, I got a message asking what had happened. I told him everything, every detail. The manager thanked me and said he'd look into it. Honestly, I expected that to be the end of it. I was wrong. The next week, Grandpa wanted to try shopping there again. I offered to go with him, but he insisted on going alone. About 20 minutes later, my phone rang. This time he was laughing. When he walked into the store manager personally greeted him. Not only